Hi and welcome to the Quick Starter Guide for Recruit Bubble. My name is Andrew, I'm one of the managers here at Recruit Bubble, and my aim today is really just to give you a quick overview of the features and functionality within the system. There are additional videos available to go into much more depth into the core modules. Really, this video is just to give you an overview of the functionality available and just really to kind of give you an insight into how the user interface works and how you access core system features. As you can see on my screen, the first page you land to when you log into the system is the dashboard area. This area basically shows you the events you have on this week, tasks that are due, which you can access and quick link through to. You can also access the full calendar for the month if you want to, or quickly click through and see what else is going on within the weeks. Further down here, it will show you the recruitment vacancies that are currently live and what you're working on personally, and also the stages of each vacancy and where candidates are up to actually get the position hired. It will show you a quick overview of the recruitment activity and interviews that are currently due, and also the communication between the contacts within the client's area and also the candidates, and also any latest resumes that have been assigned to you when they've been uploaded. In the footer area, over here we have a quick add function which is useful to be able to quickly add either new companies, candidates, projects or campaigns within the system, and also tasks and events. The aim within the system is to make sure you can access information very quickly within 1 or 2 clicks. Further along, we then also have the history of what you've looked at, so you can get back to it very quickly. Any notifications, which will either be vacancy notifications, client notifications, or also candidate and client portal notifications when requests have been made for new vacancies or adjustments for a candidate. We also have open tasks which you can then click into and access very quickly in action, and also any events that are due today. Over this side we have a quick search function where you can quickly search for companies, contacts, candidates or vacancies, and it's a Boolean search so it'll pull up the relevant information very quickly. There is a support area here for you to, if you have any questions or you want to access any of the help guides, you can click on these here. And for super admins, there's access to the settings area. And this area allows you to customize the platform to match your requirements. So it'll include everything from configuration of milestones through to user management and also the account management itself. So if we scroll up here, in the main navigation area, you'll see everything's on a very quick link basis. So the companies area is basically your clients, so who you'll be actually working for to drive vacancies and hires, and also the contacts within those companies. We'll keep them separate so you can have separate statuses for multiple clients' contacts. The candidate area allows you to add candidates quickly, search through the candidate directory, and also pass CVs into the system through the CV wizard. The vacancy area is where you will manage all your vacancies and where the majority of our clients spend most of their time. This allows you to quickly assign candidates into a vacancy they're working on, run through the full recruitment process to make sure the correct hire occurs. Within the placement module, this allows you to actually make sure, one, the client is happy after you've placed the candidate, and also give you a full breakdown of tasks that are due after the placement occurs. The deals area, this basically deals with any projects that you've come through that are likely to close as a sale. It'll take you through the whole deal process through to actual finalisation and close of that lead. The projects area is basically when you have a client or a range of clients where you have to run a detailed project and you want to set milestones to your recruiters internally, but also for visibility to the client itself. Then the marketing area basically allows you to create email campaigns and SMS campaigns. It works via distribution lists, so you can search for, say, candidates or clients within the system, match that search to then a distribution list, and then send out detailed email campaigns or SMS campaigns and get reporting back on that, as well as all the standard email and SMS functionality you'd expect from a full service provider. And then lastly, for managers and super admins, there's the report section. Does this go into the business intelligence, so how well the business is performing, how well consultants are doing within the month and if they're on target, how vacancies and how candidates are being dealt with, and this will go into exportable graphs and reports or online reports for you to quickly monitor and view. If we jump into the company area here, what we'll be able to do is see the company listing. Now you can add companies within the system if you need to, or alternatively, in here, we can search for specific companies. Now, this will be searched on the top level via location, industry, source of the client, specific client names, and also tags. Now, tags allows you to tag up any bespoke searches you require. So, say for example, if it's a hot prospect or hot prospect list you need to work on, those can be tagged and you can search for them. You can then save those searches to your area, and this will then show up within the actual platform, so you can quickly get to those searches again without having to type in all the criteria that you require. If we jump into a contact, we'll be able to see its full profile. Now this profile will give you everything that you require to actually deal with that client, from everything from the communication and the notes that are occurring. For example, in this case, a CV has been sent for review, or any meetings and discussions that occurred. Notes are easy to do, add just via the add note function here. You can select the action that occurred, who did it within your team, and which contact it is relevant to, and then add the note in. That will then create a timeline of events that you can quickly search through and filter. Within the system, you'll see a common trend of 4 boxes within each area. This allows you to access the core features that we feel are needed within the actual module itself, and you can see the numbers of tasks, vacancies, and open deals shown. Along the top here is your main sub-navigation for the company's area. This will look at your profiles, any contacts, and multiple sites that are available. So if we jump into this contacts area here, you'll be able to see which contact is in the business. You can add new contacts here if you want to and set it as an active contact or a primary contact. We can add multiple sites within the system here, along with all the details that you'd expect. And we can see the company details. In the company site access, I won't cover this now, but this allows the company to have access to their own management area to request new vacancies and also to update their details and communications with yourself. The deals module actually relates solely to this client and what deals you've currently got on and the probability of success and what type of a deal it would be. Requests are vacancy requests by a company for you to create a new vacancy, and then vacancies shows you the current vacancies you're working on and how far through that process you are. So it'll show you the current applied candidates to that, whether you've hired any yet, and how many CVs you've shared with that client. And then here are the role details and the salary base. If we did share a resume with the client, we'd be able to see whether they've viewed it, how many times they've viewed it, and also who that person was, and we can also give it a star rating if we want to for the client to view, and then it would also show any feedback that's been come back from the actual client. In the events area, this basically classes it as an event such as a meeting or conference call, whereas tasks, as you can see here, are actual tasks that you have to do internally. The Documents Manager separates it out for each contact and client, so you can quickly access information such as contract terms for a company and also have a log of version control within the actual system. It's a simple upload document functionality where you just browse for it on your desktop. In the contact directory, it follows a similar process. So if we select this contact here, you can see again a similar flowchart exists. In the candidate directory, again we have the same search bar down the side, any tags, and also multiple other options where we can actually go into more detail: postcode search, ratings, any specific work or transferable skills that are available, salary requirements that the candidate has suggested, and also a full CV search for anything that you've passed into the system. If we go into the actual candidate area, again you'll see the details in here and what has been going on. And again, the same sub-navigation which will be showing up. Again, you'll notice the add button is throughout the same place, so you can quickly add core functions within that module. In the vacancy summary area, this will show you the live vacancies you're working on, any pending jobs or any requested jobs that have come through, current candidates in selection, and also you can search for vacancies here. There's also a simple search here where you can search for other staff members' vacancies they're working on and access those if you're a manager or a super admin. If we click in here, you can jump into the vacancy area, and this will show you again the process and where you're up to. It will show you the details of the role down the side here, and then along here will show you the 4-step process we undertake to hire that candidate. It will show you how many people are currently in review, how many you've then shortlisted off of that. So if we select that, it will show you the shortlistings that have taken place and when that occurred. It will then take you to the interview stage where you can do multiple interviews and face-to-faces and when those are due, and that will then show up in your calendar area. And then when an offers occurs, it will show a candidate in here and the communication that's occurred within that. If we select on the review process, how we can move people across is very simple. We simply select via checkbox here. We can then scroll to the bottom here and select an action to shortlist, or we can make them unapplicable and remove them from the list. As soon as we shortlist them, as you see, the counts change from 21 and the 2 candidates are now moved across to shortlist, and that process occurs throughout each stage. The vacancy detail goes into far more detail for the role that you're actually running with, and the skills and work skills and transferable skills that are required, as well as the skills matrix and training matrix to be set, and also have the vacancy description and the role and salary levels. It will also have a candidates module, what interviews are currently scheduled, any tasks and documents set. Within the publish area, we link directly into Broadbean, and you just enter your details in here to be able to publish out the vacancy to job boards, or you can publish your own job board. We select here, this will bring up the job board, and it will just have this one vacancy that we've published at the moment. When you do multiple vacancies, you'll have a quick browse function and a search available here as well. This can be published on your site, or you can publish the RSS feed on the social networks, or via the share vacancies on social networks feed here. If we click on the title, a candidate will be able to apply for the positions of interest here via the upload resume and submit the application. You will then get notified, and the candidate will move in to your summary area here, so you can then follow the process through. The placements module deals with once the placement occurs, and this is set according to the settings you place in the system. The deal summary looks at the current deals you've got, and it flows through a simple process from lead through to the contact, presentation and negotiation. You can set probabilities against each of those leads and what the values are against that. That will then show up in your reporting area to say, right, this is your recruiter's close rate and any sources of those deals as well. Within the marketing module, what we'll see is that we can use a full email campaign solution. It'll actually give you all the functionality to not only create a template, but also send out campaigns, get the reporting, opens and click-through rates back from the actual campaign, and then push that information of unsubscribers back into the system so they don't contact those companies and candidates again, or manage and export multiple lists and subscribers. It's a very simple process to do so, and it comes all from your email distribution list section here, where you can then sync contacts based on your search criteria. The same process flows for the SMS campaigns. SMS campaigns are only available to UK clients currently, although we will be introducing the USA option shortly. Within the reports area here, what we can do is we have 4 core reports, and then from that are the sub-reports in each of those sections. If we wanted to look at the source summary of a candidate, we looked at last month, we can see there's 101 suggested, and we can list that accordingly, how many have been interviewed and how many have actually been hired off that process. All the reports are exportable and multiple options are available, so we can look at vacancies in the last month, as you can see here, quick search, and this will show you the vacancy, which you can then click into, or if it's been hired, understand where those closes have come from. The consultant report gives you a view of what the actual consultant's been up to, how many vacancies are active, how many they've closed and how many they've lost. It will also show you how many candidates have been interviewed and then placed off that, and then also from project based and deals based, how many hours of activity they've done and how many deals they've won or lost, so you can then dig into efficiency within your teams. And lastly, in the business reports area here, what we're able to do is look at the total open deals across the whole business, how many prospects you've got, how many active vacancies and pending vacancies, and then again trend the growth of the business accordingly. Within the settings area, you will be able to import your companies and your contacts directly into the system, customize the email templates that go out from the system, set up your own mail server settings if you wish to, and also your SMS settings, and also manage any archived or deleted records that have occurred, as well as looking at the audit of what people have been up to within the system. In the preferences area, this is where you customize what the recruitment consultant can see. So you can set entry sources which are available within the reports area to see which job boards, for example, are the most effective. You can also set up milestones, customize industry sectors, job categories and skills, and also set up tags and reminders, and also reasons for vacancies being lost, so it matches in with your own recruitment process. And then lastly, the user management area is an internal function which basically allows you to add additional recruiters into the system and assign rights and permissions. In each user area, you'll be able to see exactly what they've been up to as a super admin, so you can see any actions that have been occurring or activity that's not been occurring. You'll be able to look at the profiles, so the details on here, what access rights they have and module rights they have, and also it gives them a Dropbox email address where they can copy in any communication from their Outlook straight into the system. There is a holiday chart here which will prevent events getting booked when they're on holiday, and you can set these that match in with what they've requested. And again, we can then see the activities and tasks that have occurred within that contact. I hope this overview has been useful for you. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us or use the send us a question link at the bottom of the page. And what you'll also find in the documentation area here is multiple videos which will go into far more detail into each of the modular areas.